Hi, this is Melissa Orlov, the author of The ADHD Effect on Marriage. I want to talk with you today about what makes good treatment for ADHD when you're in a committed relationship. Good treatment consists of 3 legs, so like a stool, it stands best if all 3 legs are being used. The first leg is physical changes to your body, specifically to your brain, because ADHD is all about brain chemistry and how your brain functions. The second leg is habit changes, and the habit changes are things that you do where the rubber hits the road. You take the physical changes from leg 1 and you apply them to creating better habits. The third leg is interactions with your spouse. Now, this isn't one that's been researched, but it is really important when you're trying to improve your relationship. Leg 1 is all about physical changes to your brain. This is because ADHD has a lot to do with uneven levels of dopamine in your brain. So things that improve dopamine production or retention in your brain tend to improve ADHD symptoms. Medication is the first thing that people think about in this leg, and it has been shown to be effective for many people with ADHD. About 20 or 30% of people with ADHD will not respond positively to medication. 70 to 80% will. So medication is worth trying, but it's not the only thing. So there are other things in leg 1 that you can think about trying with medication or without medication. For example, fish oil has been shown to improve focus. Also, physical exercise has a very good track record of improving focus for perhaps 2 to 3 hours after you have exercised. So there are a number of different options for changing the physical nature of your brain. And don't forget, while you're thinking about those, of nutrition and good sleep. Nutrition is like a medication, in fact. What you eat changes the chemistry of your body. Leg 2 is all about habit changes, and this is where the rubber really hits the road for ADHD symptoms. It's great to be more focused, but it will help you once you can change the habits that you've had with your increased focus. So leg 1 treatments, the physical changes, improve your focus. Leg 2 treatments help you change your habits. So there are a lot of different things you can do here. Many people with ADHD use lists and alarms. Alarms are particularly useful because they tend to bring something that is out of mind back into mind at the right time to get it done. So alarms are a really useful way to change habits. There are also specific types of organizational things you can do. There are lots of books about this, and I would urge you to go to Amazon or to my site at ADHDmarriage.com and take a look at what some of the resources are for this. ADDitude magazine also has an awful lot of articles about how to change your habits. But creating lists, creating structures, external structures for you so that you can do things in a more organized fashion is what these habit changes are all about. Leg 3 is an important leg for those who are trying to navigate a better relationship with their spouse. And there are certain kinds of things that you can do with your spouse that will improve your communication dramatically. Let me give you a couple of examples. One is creating verbal cues so that you understand if you start to take off in the direction of a downward spiral kind of conversation, using the verbal cue can stop that conversation before it becomes damaging. Another is what I call learning conversation, and I will do a different video on that, but learning conversation is a structured conversation which allows you to speak less emotionally with each other and keeps the conversation from getting out of control. It also helps you better understand what the motivations are for your partner. So, to recap, a good treatment for ADHD includes all 3 legs of the stool. The first leg is those physical changes that enable you to focus better and overcome some of the distractions and the hyperactivity of your brain. The second is these habit changes that the ADHD spouse would make in order to become more consistent and be able to accomplish things in a more efficient way. And the third are these things that you do with your partner where you change certain kinds of interactions so that you have more positive experiences with each other. This video has been done for ADDitude magazine, which can be found at additudemag.com.